She's going live in Aotearoa, New Zealand, down in the South Pacific. Tasman Sea, eastern side of us, western side of us is the Tasman. Round to the other side is the Pacific. And down south, Antarctica. Beautiful clear night here tonight. Oh, we got sounds of sirens in the background. How's that picking that up? Starlight wonder, starry night. Oh, it is such a beautiful sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, show them who you really are. Time will tell when things will be revealed. For he loves all things, great and small. We're moving through the times. I think they call it the Geiger stones. Written of like the New World Order, the depopulation, or however they say it. But I really want to put out to you guys that nobody really dies. Okay, it's a message to to know, and if you have loved ones who do go that way, and that nobody really dies. Have any of you had experience of when you were young, or it happened to me lots when I was young, that's why I said that, you'd wake up from a sleep, but you'd be falling, free falling, and you're free falling, but you never stop, and then you wake, and you remember just free falling. Just a little bit like that to show you that nobody really dies. So when you hear of these things happening around the world, like I see on channel today, and 6 million people they got planned and be done away with in Germany. But look at their government. Look who's running that show, and just see what they're about, and if you can see through them and realise that it's a bit of a stage plan. How I've thrown this out before of your birth certificate numbers, okay? So your number's already on you already, this fear mongering of, you gotta go up and line up and take your number. You've got numbers on everything already of you, your driver's license, your gun license, your healthcare card. Everything's got a number. You've got a number already. As soon as you're born, your birth certificate, within, they give you about 2 months or 3 months or something till the name has to be done, or you get a fine. I've been through that before, and then you get your number, and that number sticks with you for the rest of your days. And when they put out your birth certificate, they've actually really got your death certificate already. And this is what these insurance scams are about, and how this things working to make so much money and blah 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 on depopulation is they've got insurance policies on every single birth certificate. If you can see that countries are having to put up birth certificates for the debt of the country, now what you got to see through that and see what would they be wanting their people's birth certificates. How could that be worth money? Well, you take out an insurance policy on all these birth certificates. There's a lot of money in the pool now. What do they say? Something like 5 billion people on this planet, or I'm not really too sure. Because there's so many lies in this world that you wouldn't even really know what number they got. But the greater number they got, well, that's bigger money for them, eh? Insurance policy, they've got your death certificate already. So nobody really, it's a stage plan. I describe it to you like that, so that the fear-mongering gets out, and you just don't worry about that, because you've got to be positive about things. And like stars, camera's not really the best, but they're going to fall down from the sky one day. How could you say that? What are these stars going to fall down from the sky? It's just like saying, what? You get your birth certificate and they've got your death certificate already? How's this, Bruce? Come on. You must be some in Alice in Wonderland or something. And hey, there's so much of mysteries, and if you know these things, and to accept things is like it's beyond. It's like how great I know Buddha is, and all, because he was so humble to not go that other way and just be the Buddha. He's simple and just knew the right way, the wrong way. There was nothing was wrong and nothing was right. It was just a different direction. And that's what this world is all about. And when you start hearing these truths and that, you think, wow, there's some spinny people on this YouTube, and it gets a bad name. And I was like, there's all just crackpots on there. They talk about all fallacy things. They talk about, life in other worlds and this and that, and things that are going to happen. But I'm not putting it out in that way, because I'm not going to trigger anything off in that, be thought of in that way. But they put it even in stone, the Geiger stones. Like, if McVale was around, he would have went and blown that thing up straight away, stop it right there. But nobody has. So that stone monument's still standing there of the New World Order, and the population of having the world. What they say, something like 500 million. 500 million, I think, something like that. It's written on there. So you can see the casting of everything, and America and Russia. Just look at it. It's friendship politics. I could go into more of it, but then I'd be saying I've met people from the future, and then you'd go, what? What are you talking about? You've met people from the future, and they've told you about these things, and this and that, and it's just too mind-boggling and it was so mind-boggling for me to ever put it all together. That's why I've started up this channel and that, and it's my documentation to get all this out of my head and put all this format together. Like I'm going to put it all together later, and I go through my videos and that, and just to say to my subscribers, I love yous all out there. Anybody who's come on my channel, I think of you as a part of my family, and this is growing. We're growing, and you just be here because you know this thing called love. Love, it's a nurturing thing. It's in all creation of the living. Like you can look into the animal world and you'll see it so true in the way that they nurture one another. And we as humans, we're like the well, they say that we run this world and that. So what are we doing with this world? Well, look at the oceans, look at the plastic. They found whales with so much plastic inside them and that. Well, this is all behind. I love whales with all my heart, and to accept their death and things like that, but just knowing about the soul and the spirit and that, and knowing that their soul is out now, and that's all about this force. What I know, what's got my back, it's got our back. It's so powerful, and it's because it's had humanity's been, poisoning this world for long enough, and there's got to be a change happening, and that's what all this is about. So just remember, nobody really dies. Okay, guys? I know, and it goes with a phrase. I've seen so many people at churches and that. I'm going to, when my father died, the speech I made, now my first lines were, "I'm so happy for you, my father." People wouldn't say something like that at a funeral, but I knew things, and it's too hard. It's too hard for simple-minded people to believe these things. Know these things, not believe. It's I've seen somebody wear a shirt say, what's it again? Don't believe in anything. And what I'd say to the answer to that, so true, reading that, because it's to know. It's past believing. You know who you are. Yes, you are. You are beautiful. You are great. And to say nature's children, yes, you are part of nature's children. You are great. You are of the earth. You are part of the earth. You are. And all these things I'm saying, it's written in funnies and little messages and that. But I don't know, maybe it's your preachers in those high places, they're just brainwashing you and everything out there, what brainwashes people to believe things. But I was once down that road, and I believed, I thought I had it right with the, because entrenched into that it's a gravity what holds us here, gravity. Okay, just something simple like that to show you. Gravity does not exist. It's the sound. It's, if you know of your chakras, it's your emotions. Emotions create so much of your chakras. So I'm just, my camera's not really the best, but man, it is so clear. All the stars are twinkling about tonight. And if I see that you guys got some pretty good cameras out there, you can zoom up and onto stars and moons and that, the moon and that. And I think to myself, how could a camera from here, looking up there, zoom in on a star or moon, and it gets so you can actually see the moon, zoom up to it, and you can see the craters on there. No way that moon's that far away. Come on, guys, snap out of it. Don't be so blind of where we are. And when you realise of the lies and the tricks and that, you know what you see, and many carry around the veil. If I've shown you on Mona Lisa, it's over a woman in that, the veil. But so I know forgiveness is the way to see over that, because there's the good, and there's good in many things, and we know that. And I'm just putting it out there because, like a guy, I think he done it to the federal FBI building in America, his own country. He went and blew it up, or drove a truck in there and blew the place up. McVeigh, I'm not sure if that was his name, but he was trying to show a statement. He was showing the truth, like, hey, what's happening, it's happening within your own country. And look who he went at, what's behind the government, the feds, the banking system, the FBI, all this and that, the wagons what maybe follow you around, and this and that. And they don't want people with the truth going around telling somebody else, trying to put glasses on them to make them see that they're not blind anymore to see what's really going on, because it might wake up too many people. And then that's why they put fluoride in the water, because it's to down people and make them easier to control and things like that. And love yous all, and peace out. And that's why all the sprays in the air and all this, and love yous all. I've been here. Together we stand. There's more of us than them. Remember this, guy. Come together. Even little groups, just start getting together. Get together. Stand up. Love yous all. Peace out. Love for truth.